Hey everybody, welcome back to this episode of Think Business Live. Looking forward to talking to Antoine Faisandier, co-founder and CEO at Powell Software North America. Moved here 9 years ago from France, from working with Microsoft France, and then started his own business in 2016. Antoine, welcome to Think Business. I appreciate you taking time to be here. You know, the first thing where I want to get started is I really want to talk about that leap of faith and trust in, not just, moving to a different state, but moving to a different country for Microsoft, and that jump. What was that jump like, moving from France to the United States to work for Microsoft?
Hey, first of all, thank you, John, for inviting me to this podcast. It's great to be with you today. Yes, for sure, it was a significant jump, especially that I didn't jump alone. I jumped with my family, so with my wife and with my 3 children. I must say also that actually I started my professional life in Germany. I had the opportunity to spend 3 years in Germany when I started my professional life in the 90s. And so I always had this willingness to have another experience abroad. And as I was fortunate to work for a big American corporation like Microsoft, I decided to move this jump along with Microsoft. Microsoft offers fantastic opportunities for this kind of experience.
Yeah. I love that. So you move here, you take the leap, and then that's 9 years ago. And then in 2016, you jump to start your own business. So I want to kind of dive into that. What was the drive, and maybe even the fulfillment that you were looking for to start your own business?
Yes, and also actually what I can say is that since also I became American, so I am also fortunate to be a citizen of this country.
Good. You can vote, right? Good.
So I can also vote, yes, of course. And I'm going to vote. Yes, actually, I decided to jump from a big corporation to founding Powell Software, thanks to my 2 partners in France. So all that, actually, it's not an idea that came suddenly. This is an opportunity that I seized, that I took, because I used to work with a lot of partners in France for Microsoft France. Microsoft has a business model that is based on a partner network. And one of these partners had just released a new software solution that seemed to be promising, and they wanted to have a global footprint. And that is why, so they reached out to me, and they asked me at the very beginning of the company to create the North American business. And so we founded this business together. So I had this opportunity coming from 2 people in France, and that is how we founded Powell Software North America.
Yeah, I love that. And so when you right now we're sitting here, it's October 20th. We're all kind of in the middle of COVID, and there's a lot of people who are looking at opportunities and saying, this may be a really good time. I've been laid off, or I'm at a job that I don't enjoy. I'm going to start my own business. And then there's a lot of other companies that are saying, hey, because of COVID, I need to reset my 3-year vision. I need to, really kind of retool, make sure I have the right bench, the right systems, the right processes. So you started your business in 2016. Fast forward 4 years. How have you now adjusted and adapted and planned for, the next 3 years?
Yeah. So what happened is that we raised $16 million last December, and this means that the year 2020 was planned to be a year of strong investment. And so when COVID hit, we just paused a few months, 2 to 3 months, to understand what would happen. And then we decided, of course, to carry on our investments. So with this $16 million, so we carry on our plans to grow our business in all areas, in engineering, which is super important because we need to stay ahead of the game in terms of solutions that we offer, but also in terms of sales and also in terms of marketing. Mm-hmm. And of course, also actually another aspect that is very important is customer satisfaction.
Yeah, let's talk about customer satisfaction, the importance of it, and how do you measure it?
That's a very good question.
Thank you.
And that is definitely an area where, so first of all, we are building the team. We can measure it. How do we measure it? We measure it first through our retention rate, right? Because we are a SaaS business. This means that our customers can decide to stop their subscription every year at the end of their subscription plan. And so the retention rate of our customers is a very good indicator of their satisfaction, right? And also now we are putting in place a system of surveys that we send on a regular basis to our customers in order to make sure that they are satisfied. Finally, the last, actually, of course, a very important KPI that we are following. This is the level of usage, right? If a customer has purchased 1,000 licenses, for example, how many does they use? Are they using 900 or 150? And of course, if they are using 900, we can consider that they are satisfied because they are making the most of the solutions that they have purchased. If the usage rate is low, this is where we need actually to define a plan with them in order to understand what's going on and how we can increase the usage.
Yeah. And so when you're looking at that, why don't you tell, for the sake of people who are listening, tell everybody exactly what you guys do. I mean, you're a subscription-based SaaS cloud enterprise. You guys provide digital workplace solutions based on the Microsoft platform, and you basically give the employees the ability to connect. But maybe in your own words, maybe share what you guys do.
Yeah, so we offer a platform that enables to build digital workplaces for mid-size and enterprise organizations. Mm-hmm. So our customers range from a few hundred employees up to tens of thousands of employees and even hundreds of thousands of employees. In the US, we have a little bit more than 70 customers. The biggest one is, for example, Quest Diagnostics. They have 50,000 employees that are using our platform, but also Northwestern Mutual, Takeda, Shire Pharmaceuticals, and so on. And what we offer is really a tool that enables to build these intranet portals that give access to the end users all the information that they need in order to get their work done. So information about the company, information about the department, technical information about the business of the area of business, whether it's marketing, engineering, legal, and so on. And so we enable to design, to build, and to deploy this digital workplace. And for this, we leverage the Microsoft Office 365 platform, mm-hmm. Which is a fantastic foundation in order to manage all the information that employees need in order to get their work done.
Yeah. Antoine, talk about the importance of, connecting your employees and, the ability of your platform to help people, especially during this remote working that many of us are doing.
Yes, I was talking to Quest Diagnostics 3 weeks ago, and they were telling me that the Powell 365 portal had been a lifesaver for them during the COVID crisis, because it enabled everybody to connect to a portal where they could find the information that they need, and from where they could communicate and collaborate on documentations on the different projects that they were working on. So lifesaver, this is the term that was used by our main contact at Quest Diagnostics. This is definitely super important now that everybody is working remotely.
Yeah.
To have this kind of platform that enable to keep the link. It's a virtual link between the organization and the different employees that are spread across the country.
So let's talk about that. As far as a company, you started in 2016. You start, getting your legs. Most companies do after about 2, 3, 4 years, and then COVID hits. How did you guys adapt and pivot to this new world?
Yes. So first of all, we are a subscription-based company. So this means that it's a great way to weather this kind of difficult time, right? Because as we are subscription-based, and because we are becoming a key pillar of the IT system of our customers mostly, for most of them, they keep the subscription. So that is why we weathered the crisis quite well.
Mm-hmm.
Now what we have seen, I think that there are 2 phases. The first one, when COVID hit, the companies have been focused on 2 things: providing a secure laptop to the employees in order for them to connect remotely. That was super important.
Yeah.
And the second one, giving the employees the foundation, the basis of communication. This means tools like Zoom or Microsoft Teams, right? How do I enable my employees to chat and to communicate together in an easy way, through calls, through video calls, like what you are doing now?
Yeah.
So this was really the first step, okay? A secure laptop and communication tools available. And in these 2 areas, all companies have made tremendous progress over the past 4 to 6 months. I mean, COVID has completely transformed the way IT departments had to manage security, had to deploy this kind of communication tools.
Yeah.
That is why Zoom has become such a popular solution, right?
Yeah.
And same with Microsoft Teams. So Microsoft Teams, this is the most successful solution that Microsoft has ever launched.
Yeah.
So it's really true. Okay. And so now we are moving to the second step. And the second step, it is how can I provide a better structured digital workplace to my end users?
Yeah.
Because really the first step, it was in an urgency mode, right? So in a very urgency mode, I have to deliver secured laptop and communication solution. Second phase, it's really about how do I deliver this integrated, comprehensive digital workplace to my employees, because we are going to stay in this remote way of working, right?
Yeah.
I think that we are moving to a hybrid way of working. Some people will work remotely, other people will work from the office. And all these people will have to work together in a very coherent way. And that is where Powell Software can bring a lot of value to all these companies.
Yeah, I love it. Let's talk about, before we move into a quick speed round, Antoine, the power, for those companies out there that are looking to, somehow figure out a way to turn or have an element of their business be a subscription model. How does yours kind of fits naturally with it? But what advice would you give a company who's looking to figure out how to find a subscription model within their, the confines of their business?
Yeah, so I think that the subscription model, it is inherent to the cloud business model, right? As soon as you have a business model that is based on the cloud, you need to be subscription based, because the big advantage of the cloud, it is that it's a service. You subscribe or you pay for a service.
Yeah.
And you can increase the service whenever you want, or you can stop this service whenever you want.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think that today all software businesses have to move to the cloud. I mean, this is something now that it's a no-brainer, right?
Yeah, has to happen.
Yes, exactly. And for me, cloud equals subscription-based model.
Yeah.
There is no other way.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, Antoine, you ready for a quick speed round?
Why not?
Favorite book and why?
Oh. I don't have any favorite book, but I really like biographies.
Mm-hmm.
I read a lot of biographies, and this can be, I love the biography of Steve Jobs that I read, or the one of Jeff Bezos, or all these huge American businessmen.
Yeah.
But also, I love to read some more historical biographies, especially from the European history. So this is more this kind of things that I like to read. Also, maybe one book that I would recommend to everybody. This is the book from Harari. Homo sapiens and Homo Deus, about where we come from and where we are going to. So it's more about the human civilization all up. These are fantastic books from Harari, Homo sapiens and Homo Deus. These are certainly the most impactful books that I have read recently.
Nice. Antoine, tell people where they can get a hold of you and who your ideal client is.
So our clients range from a few hundred employees up to thousands and hundreds of thousands of employees. We don't have any specific industry. We help our clients make the most of their Office 365 investment. So all clients who want to make the most of the Microsoft 365 platforms that they have purchased, they should reach out to us in order to transform the Microsoft 365 platform into a true digital workplace that is going to connect and engage people together.
Great. All right, good. Well, Antoine, I can't thank you enough for being on Think Business. I appreciate it. Congratulations on starting a great business, thriving business that's growing. And I wish you and your team all the best. Think Business listeners, thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate it as always. Antoine, thank you so much.
Thank you, John. Have a good day.
You too.